Hi guys, Ashish here. So we are going to see how we architect the personalized learning engine, and this is related to the AirTribe project assignment which we were given. So I am as a product manager going to build the online education platform, and we have to design in such a way that the recommendation system gives you the most output. So let's start. So architecting the personalized learning engine, as you can see, the primary objectives were like increasing the user engagement by 25%, course completion rates by 30%, and the most important thing, the user satisfaction scores of about 20%. So, first task was given to analyze the persona. So, there were three personas. First one is learners, second one are the instructors and creators, and the third one is the platform admins. Okay. So, what kind of pers- uh, jobs to be done we have to do. First one, from the learner's perspective, it should be have clarity on progress, job readiness, and an immersive environment. I mean to what so how can the platform give the outcome on this? So first one, it should be career aligned learning paths with continuous progress and tracking and adaptive difficulty. In the instructors and creators, we have to focus purely on teaching and does not have to care about the platform related hassle. So what we have done is we have what outcome we can give about the platform is like AI generated syllabus, test, and all. We want to make it more easier for the instructors and creators to teach rather than searching for the data or the topic they want to do. Last one is the platform or admins. We need a stable platform management despite network issues. So, because we have a focus on the students, and students may or may not have the proper fast interconnection, internet connection. So, we need to take care of in this persona. So, the three personas, learners, which are mostly 10 to 30 age, instructors and creators maybe from 20 to 50 on go on, and platform admins are for we cannot demographically distinguish between them. So how we can make the learner continuous learner journey? First one is we have to make them job ready, so they can publish and contribute back to a community. Means they can create some research reports. Not only becoming a job ready is important task of a learner, but also to contribute to the education system, or maybe learn something new by creating reports and research reports. The second one is we should as a platform help them discover their paths, learning paths, and career aligned things. The third one is the engagement, peer learning, smart practice, and AI based progress nudges. So all this AI are there to help the learner be in the be at the center, because learner is the only first important element of this assignment. So last one is the consume, fourth one. So it should have a less difficulty, or the difficulty may be increased according to their tests, and less bandwidth video and video optimizations. So the consumption part has to be taken very carefully. So how we can feature prioritization strategy? So on one hand we have taken the impact on the y-axis, on the x-axis we have taken the effort and the priority. So accordingly, I have chalked down some things like analytics for all users that include learner, admin, or even the teachers and the content creators. System-wide nudges. Nudges are very important because it helps without giving them the tutorial. Transcripts, video speed or slow controls, less bandwidth optimization. These are all the technical things we have to take care of when prioritization is required. So the core system architecture is such like that we have four important elements. The first one is data collection and its analysis. Second was the recommendation engine. Third one is the platform integration and the user interface. I know the architecture is more complex than this, but as a PM, I need to just understand how the workflows goes. So this is a flow chart and on for the understanding. First, the data. Actually, it's not given. The from the user interface, from the user interface here, it's backwardly connected to again DCA. So it's like first the user interacts with the software, and then whatever is there, it comes back to the data collection and analysis, and then the recommendation engine does its works. After recommendation engine has done everything, we need a platform integration. So this is like all the localized content and all the things. It's like the junction point for the UI and the backend. So this is the core system architecture at a broad level. Now, how we can balance the capability with stability? First, we know that the functional requirement, what it does is like while taking all this data collection, recommendation engine, and platform UI, it fulfills its purpose of functional requirement. But the non-functional requirement is something like performance, low latency, scalability, reliability, and security and compliances. This is a bit on the previous slide only. So I think so it missing one more slide that I've generated using AI, but the main document which I have done proper will give you this. The next point is on the key architectural trade-offs. So breadth of topics is more on the important side rather than the depth of the topic. First, we need to decide like what kind of uh, course I want to get into it. So people usually, most of the softwares, online learning platforms confuse with that. If I have it a course, I need to sell, but we are not focusing on that. Okay. So the system must banner broad discovery with deep career specialty paths. So, and we have to also keep a balance between personalization and choice overload so that it can come to a conclusion to select. So this is the limiting algorithm which suggests to prevent paralysis. Paralysis means we are unable to select any course. So the scale assumptions and market variables, like I have mostly designed for the 10 to 13 age for the purpose of learner, and for other two there is no age bracket. We need infrastructure which is already going on in India. Localization is also like dynamic, like language switching is enabled via CMS integration, and we do not need to worry about that because all the AI are working on those directions. At the last, monetization, like this architecture supports a proper ads and revenue framework seamlessly, but we need to keep a balance between the advertisement and the payment, so that if someone needs to pay for the course they can pay it, and if not we can go with the advertisement without interrupting our flow of study. So now we are going to close the loop, and whatever engagement, 25% engagement, 30% completion, and 20% satisfaction, all this increase is achieved by our recommendation engine. Thank you, and please go through the detailed PRD and my handwritten notes for more info on that. Thank you.